Happy Tuesday. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Mug by Cracky. How the heck are y'all out there in Streamland, YouTube land, all that good stuff? Yeah, I'm just sort of getting rocking and rolling here. Got the wife and kid out the door. Dog's hiding somewhere because he gets all weird during the day. But I'm here, y'all. I'm ready to go. I got, a couple stories off to the side, to jump onto should we need that. But me, that this morning's this show is about hanging out with you guys, getting good conversations going. So if you got any in the old little brain pan that you want to crack open, send it in the chats, man. I'll read it. And we'll get going, like I do. And we'll get on tangents, and that'll make news stories because that's how we roll. But until then, look, check it out. You'll see right back there. I'm missing a mug. That's because I got it right here, y'all. I took your advice. See, more mugs on the Morning Mug. So, drinking out of R2's head could not taste any better. So, you know the drill. Grab a drink, grab a snack, because it is time for the Morning Mug. Welcome to the Morning Mug. Now let's chat. Nothing says good morning like that big old chunky head of Reagan on The Exorcist, right? I mean, what better cover for the Morning Mug than The Exorcist? There we go, y'all. Morning Mug welcomes everybody. How are you guys? Let's jump in there and say howdy to my morning muggers here. Still doesn't work. Morning Mug stoles. Michael's here. What's up, buddy? Going out movie hunting this morning. Have a great show. You are. That is fantastic. Awesome. I got to know what you get, man. Got to know. Let me know. Morning Huck. Hope your start to the day has been great. See, my eyes work too fast, y'all. 100. Look forward to your thoughts and opinions on movies. But speaking of Mark Walberg, you saw that. Thank you. I was thinking of maybe picking up Shooter on 4K. Yeah, man. Pick up some Shooter, man. Yeah, Mark. I can't. Yeah. Wait. Could have. Yeah, come on, man. Pick it up. I got to work on my Mark Wahlberg. But, yeah, get it, man. Yeah, totally need work. No, nailed it. Playback. Spot on. What am I talking about? But yeah, man, get you some Mark Wahlberg. Fatten that Mark Wahlberg collection. Hey there, Huck. How am I doing? Adrian? I'm good. It's good to see you, man. Always. Craig is here. Hey, Huck. Britmania. Stupid question. Is Huck your real name? Actually, Huck's my nickname. My real name is Brian Huckaba. And throughout high school, it was always Huck. Huck, what's going on? Yeah, Huck, what's going on? Just check you later, Huck. Yeah, get out my house, Huck. All that good stuff. So, and, so when I was starting up the channel, I noticed there was a few Brian's already. Like Brian Goes Blue was already, populating the space, man. I'm like, well, Brian's there, so I can't really do another Brian channel in case there's just too many. And then it's like Brian. So, so I just went ahead and leaned on Huck as, took the nickname, and there it is. So there's the backstory on the old Huckster. And I get that a lot too. My buddies call me like, Huckster, what's going on? So I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's just make that the channel. Dimension says, hey, everyone, what's going on? Hey, Tiger Blue, what's going on, man? Thanks for commenting on some of my stuff. Appreciate it. You finally seen One Piece yet? Well, no, I did. I think I told you I saw the opening because I'm still waiting for, I think everyone kind of got jazzed on it. So we all have to sort of wait. This is the bad thing about finding shows that everyone's kind of excited about in your house is finding that time when everyone, like my daughter's got to study for tests and homework in school. My wife gets tired at night. So she's wiped out from her day. I'm like, and of course, me, I'm buzzing like this until I go to bed. And I'm like, at 9 p.m., I'm like, who wants to see some One Piece? And they're like, I mean, it's kind of late. Like, I'm like, all right. I don't know. I may just have to see it week and just, tell the girls, hey, you guys got to check out One Piece. Because here's the other thing, too. Everyone does stuff also on their own time. Like my wife works out, but she watches stuff when she works out. So maybe she could do that. And then my daughter's always on her phone in her room. So that's how kids are consuming content. So even though all of us Hollywood people are making content out there for the big screen, kids love to shrink it down in their hands. And they still love it. That's the thing. So while we want them to see it on the big screen, it doesn't matter as long as it's being consumed. I think that's the whole point, is so everyone can enjoy it in the way that they like the most. So who knows, Emmett? I may have to do that. Good morning, all. What's up, R&D? Brent Maney says, I'm watching A Bug's Life. I'm watching A Bug's Life. Anyone else enjoy this movie? I was okay with Bug's Life when it came out. I'm sort of over A Bug's Life now. I'm even over Ants. Like I liked Ants even more than A Bug's Life, but then I just don't feel the need to revisit either one right now. But good morning to you. Hey everyone. Hey Huck, John's here, just popping in to say hi. Hey man, I have to get back to work. Have a great day, everyone. John, thanks, dude. Hope you hit the like button on your way out. Everybody smash that like button, man. I don't know if Caveman is here to tell you guys to smash it, but he's always What's Johnny Washington tells you to roundhouse kick it. So in honor of those guys, roundhouse and smash the likester button. Sweet Star Wars, right, Constance? Spot on. Nailed it. Thanks. Michael says, got my sweet tea too. You know what's in there. See, Michael knows me. There's no coffee in that mug. I'll burn my mouth and my tummy gets upset. So it's got to be tea. Mama Blu-ray. Bonnie, good morning. You got your fruit bowl this morning. Well, that sounds delightfully refreshing. I love a good parfait or fruit once in a while, right? You get a little parfait. Sometimes you see, like if you go to the airport, I think the last time literally I had a parfait popped into my head. We were doing our big vacay, right? When we went on our cruise, which was so much fun. Still wish I was on that boat. Actually, I wish I was on the boat being the guy that did all the trivia, because they had some trivia hosts every day. I'm like, that would be my jam. I would do that all the time. And elevate the level a little bit, you got to bring a little bit more spark in the presentation. But I had a parfait before I got on the plane. It was just delightful, man. Just so fruity and effervescent. It's always sitting next to the chips and stuff. I'm like, nah, let's get a parfait. Are you buying any new Halloween mugs this year? I don't know. It's funny you say that because you see it, right? Wait, am I blocking it? Hang on, I'm blocking it. Oh, yeah, I am here. Let's see. Can you see it? I got this one. He's got a pink tribble in his head right now. But there's that guy right there. I love this one, man, because it's got the machete as the handle. So, yeah, expect me to... hold on. There we go. Hang on. I got to do this. Ready? La, la. Hey, guys. Welcome to the morning mug. How the hell are you? See, that works like a charm every time. My camera sees me step in, and it's all good. So I'll probably be drinking out of that one on the next one. So I'm going to get more mugs. I won't get another Halloween because I think once I have that, because that's my favorite one. But I want to get the Back to the Future one that's got the hoverboard for the handle. That's on my radar. And there's a Mars Attacks one. Sue got one recently. I think it was Scream. Mama Blu-ray, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Scream or something where you can kind of see through it, like with the logo, you see through the mug. And I was told by my contact Ashley over at Spirit Halloween, don't drink hot liquids out of those mugs because of the design, because it's a clear mug. That means the thing on the outside isn't sort of baked on like this. And if you constantly put too much hot stuff in there, it'll start to flake off and you've just toasted your mug. So put cold stuff, which is perfect for me. So the Mars Attacks, it's got the Mars Attacks logo on it, but you can see through it. So I might get that. So those are the two mugs I am contemplating this year. Hisham, what's going on? Hello, Huck. How are you doing? I'm good. How was your breakfast day? It was decent. It did its job. It filled me up. I just had cereal today. On a day like today, when I'm getting the wife and the daughter out the door, and then I got to sit down and get ready for this, there's no time for biscuits and pancakes and all that jazz. No, you gotta eat quick, man. Don't even have time to toast a bagel. I gotta be here for you guys. Constance, what is up? Howdy, hey. Caveman is here. Hit that like button. Smash it. Look, Cave is here. So, Caveman tells you to smash it. You got to smash it. Hey, everyone. Hey, Adrian. What's Sue going to get? Look at that. Adrian just sort of feeding the beast, man. Look, if you're going to feed it, son, well, then I'm going to have to give you the, what am I trying to say? If you're going to feed, here it is. What's Sue going to get? What's Sue going to get? Hey, what's Sue going to get? And these guys too. Now the Steelbook crew. Tell them, Sue.
What's Sue going to get?
What's Sue gonna get? I don't know, but hey, what's Sue gonna get? Come on, who was not, shucking and jiving while that was going on? Come on, what is Sue gonna get? There it is. That's how we telegraph our show, y'all. Somebody says it. Mama Blu-ray's dancing to it. Sue might have heard it before she headed out the door. Is she still there, Mama Blu-ray? If she is, I hope she heard that. But that just means, hey, we got it. Do I look and sound okay? I guess so. You'd have said something by now. Let's listen. Yeah, I guess so. Because my mic is way over here and I didn't even hook it up properly. So you know what? We'll just keep doing what we're doing. We're just winging this show. Okay, so anywho, what is Sue gonna get? So and the Steelbook crew, they gotta get stuff too. And you guys, look, Michael Hubbard's going out today. What's Mike gonna get? What's everybody gonna get? Well, y'all, let's look together. What are y'all gonna get? Obviously, the big ticket today, we got a little possessed Reagan in The Exorcist. Poor kid. Let me tell you. First time I saw that was a midnight movie. And there's nothing creepier than the sound design of The Exorcist. I mean, it creaks and it moans, and it is some scary moans, man. Whoever, the sound designer on that, A+. I haven't looked it up. I don't know if they got their Oscar for that, but they should have, because that was dynamite. But yeah, Exorcist on 4K. You got your Steelbook and you got your slipcover. So that's good. Little WB title there. You got something called The Trial from 1962. The Last Dragon with the Vanity. And was that Timok? Come on, I think I'm right. Look at me with my Timok reference. Come on, let's check out the huckster here. Let's see. Come on now. Where's the title? Where's the cast doesn't even have their name on the box? Come on. Hold on a second. I know it's Timok, right? It is Timok. Damn, Huck, you did it, son. From the 80s. Timok, Vanity, and nobody else I recognize. But anyway, go get your Timok and Vanity Last Dragon. It's calling you. The Lost City of Z, Ringu. Look at that little arrow 4K. Maybe pick that up on the old. I don't think I've seen the original Ringu. That's what the ring was made from, right? So maybe I'll snag that on the next Arrow sale. Past Lives, Fall on 4K. And look, so of course here it is. Here's those shucking and jivers out there putting out the Blu-rays on these titles long ago. But now we're getting the 4K of the Fall. Cocaine Bear, naturally. I knew that was coming. So luckily I'd never picked up Cocaine Bear. I still haven't seen Cocaine Bear. I need to see that. See, that's another movie too. It's on one of the streaming channels. I forget which one, maybe Paramount Plus. And again, sometimes I'm like tell my wife, hey, let's watch Cocaine Bear. She's like, it sounds kind of brutal. Like she's a little squeamier when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, come on, it's Cocaine Bear. It's gotta be partially funny at the same time. So, and look, and two, like once it hits about 10:30 for me, I can't stay up all night either because I am up most of the day. I'm up super early, got work and all that jazz. I do have a early work start today as well. But so yeah, I can't even squeeze in things like that, but I'll get to it. Cocaine Bear looks hilarious. That's on 4K now. Little Mermaid coming out in all of its glory. 4K, Steelbooks, slipcovers, Blu-rays, all that good jazz. Lost Souls with the adorable Winona Ryder. More options of Ringu. Fatale Femmes. Neige. No, what is that? Neige is that a series? Anyway, the French Wave. Oh, French New Wave. Early short films. It's short film. So if you're a big fan of the French New Wave cinema and the short films that make it up, go get that. Now this is kind of a cute cover for Little Mermaid. Look at that. I kind of like dig these. These are, every time I see these kind of things, these are very to me, Drew Struzan inspired. Although these are more photorealistic. These don't have the Drew Struzan artistic touch. Like the faces are photos, whereas the rest of it is artistically created. So, but yeah, but I like that. That looks cool. And it's at the Walmart. Look at there, a special Walmart, and you get the enamel pin. Look at that little mermaid with her fin dipping in the water before she turns all two-legged. So yeah, anybody picking that up today? I bet Sue's going to get that. I bet Steelbook Crew's going to get that. But which one? What are they going to get? What are they going to get? That's the big question of today. Should be like the morning mug. What you going to get? Right? Bad City's coming out, y'all. Lycoris Recoil, the complete set, whatever that is. Bunch of other animes I do not know. Prisoner's Daughter. Let's see who's that. Kate Beckinsale is in that. Little Brian Cox. What's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? R.I.P. Tina. Santo versus Infernal Men. Look at this. This is a huge release day. Utano Princesama Maiji, whatever that is. Okay, I give up on saying that one. Director's Spotlight. We got, okay, let's check this out. It's a 2-pack of Black Sea with Jude Law and State of Play with Ben Affleck and Russell Crowe. Well, that looks like a good little 2-pack. I've never heard of Black Sea. I've heard of State of Play. Let's see. Dry Ground Burning. Pedro Rio. You see it. And the rest. And Slaughterhouse from this year. Slaughterhouse. Let's take a look at that. Look at that dog. Is that like Fifi gone wild? Anybody seen this? Look at that dog. It's like a cute little doggy who went emo and got his ears dyed blue. Okay. And a initiation bat that you spank people with sororities, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, anybody see that? Slaughterhouse. Oh, wait. Slother. Ah, good job, Huck. You couldn't read. I know you guys are all probably getting me right now. Slaughterhouse. So it's a sloth, not a dog. Well, there goes all my dog stuff. Forget what I just said. Have a good day. All right, let's move on. That is the end of that. Wow. Thanks for hanging in there, y'all. All right, what y'all going to get? Let me know. Brett Mania says, my fellow muggers. No, that's stupid. I know, right? Yeah, like that was one of the ones like KB threw out. He called everybody muggers. And when you first look at him, like, yeah, look at that. And then you go, yeah, no, muggers. Oh, I don't want all my fans being, muggers. It does roll off the tongue, though, but it's not a good one. And can't wait for it to finally be October. I know, Emmett. Have you started decorating yet? My neighborhood's starting to slowly blow up with Halloween already. I'm like, whoa, it is only the 19th. I said, I got to get going then. I can't be the last guy. I'm usually one of the first ones. Also, our neighborhood isn't as Halloween-y as they are Christmassy, right? So when Christmas rolls around, everybody lights up the neighborhood. But Halloween, it's about 50%. But I'm always part of that 50%. So I'm ready. I just got to get going. We have some friends that live out in Culver City, and they do it up. They look like you pay to go see that place. They got tons of animatronics and all that jazz. And we always help them the week just before October. So if we're going to do that, that means that weekend's blocked. So I got to do it the weekend before, because I can't be it'd be like hits October and I got nothing on my front lawn. So, Monty, what you say? I don't have a clue. I haven't seen Susan yet. You ain't seen Sue yet? Where is she? Where you at, Sue? The Psycho Collection 4K shipped this morning. Nice. Can't wait for that set. Did you pre-order that one? I did not, because you know why? I have that really cool Blu-ray 4-pack that I still have yet to see. So I think I need to watch that, because as cool as that sounds, like, I need to get on it, like here's the thing about us collectors, and that we fall into this trap of when the new format comes out, it is tempting to upgrade, which is fine. But I also have this thing on myself. If I've bought something on Blu-ray, unless I know it's one of my go-to movies, like I just got it and Paramount did something wonky, like, put out Cocaine Bear as a Blu-ray, or Violent Night, which I can't wait to get. I also waited on that, and that's coming out on 4K. So I will reap the reward for waiting on that one. I try not to double dip if it's still sitting over there, unloved, unwatched. So I won't be getting that right away. Yeah, but I do want to see those. Everyone really talks about how great Psycho 2 is, and even 3 and 4 are pretty dang good. I'm like, really? Wow. So I feel like I'm missing out on that. But clearly, since you're snagging that 4K, you're fans of that whole set. So that am good. Hey, Huck, love these Tuesday morning lives. Harold, thanks, man. Love you being here, dude. Spread the word. Phone a neighbor, tell your friends. Wake the dog. Everybody, come watch the Morning Mug. Eternal Melancholy, good morning. Huck and all. Watch the Steelbook of the Exorcist 4K this past weekend, and it looks great. Yes, I do hope to pick that up as well. Another thing here, while I just sort of have Slaughterhouse up on the screen, let me just show it to you. Sitting right up here, y'all. Look at this. Can you see my cursor? No, you can't. But right above Slaughterhouse, almost right in the middle, you see Fright Night there? That's that Fright Night Steelbook. It seems to keep, it comes and goes. It comes and goes. Like it was like about this price, maybe 27 or something, like a few weeks ago or a month ago. And then suddenly it went up to 50 something. I'm like, I wanted to get that when it first came out. And then I missed putting it in the cart when it was 26 or whatever. And then it was back up. I'm like, I don't need it. Like, when things go out of a price range that I don't care about, I just say, I don't need it because I'm not going to pay a ton of money for a movie. It's just not, like I love great packaging, but 60 or 70 bucks for one film, even though it's great packaging, it's really got to be a film. It can't just be a film with a good package. And I get it just as a collector. I'm like, oh, that film I've never heard of has great packaging. I'm going to get that. No, that's not how I don't throw 80 bucks away. I mean, you could literally get the Columbia Classics Volume 3 for that price if you wanted to. But still, that's massive packaging, great book inside, 6 movies, all in 4K instead of just one. So that's how my brain does it. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is Fright Night is $26.83 right now. I ordered mine yesterday. I did not sit on it any longer. Now I'm finally going to get a copy of that great looking Steelbook. And I didn't even care that it was a Steelbook. I just wanted the movie. So I was hoping, well, maybe it's the slipcover and it'll be cheaper, but I'll take that. Tony, what's going on, man? How's you and the Steelbook crew? You guys getting revved up? I always feel, what is it, 8, 9, 10, 11, your time? It's getting close to noon. You guys are getting all jazzed inside, ready to go. Get your foot out the door. Go get some Steelbooks. Good luck today, sir. Sue's on Bob's Blu-ray stream tonight. We'll be pulling out some nice DVDs. So here, let's put a pin in that and show you. So this is what Mom Blu-ray is talking about. Check it out. Coming up tonight, y'all. Jablam. I too will be on there with Sue. We got the 4K lowdown. We got Derek the Convicted Cinephile, Tiffany, Laren, Movies, and Sue, of course. Tim Talks Talkies, my buddy Anthony, and behind that upcoming it says Dave and myself. So we're all going to be pulling all kinds of crazy DVDs. I hope to sit comfortably at the bottom of the list tonight, but you never know. We'll see what happens tonight. I got some weird DVDs, but you never know. You never know who's got some of the, let's see this list again. So yeah, I have a feeling 4K lowdown. He's got like tens of thousands of movies. Now it may take him a while to stand up and go find them, as they probably wrap around the side of his house. But I feel like he'll be the one. If anybody can like shut people down tonight, it's going to be David. So be on the lookout, y'all. It should be a fun night tonight. Let's see. Where was I? Let's see. Here we go. Brett Mania says, favorite JCVD and Chuck Norris movie. Well, dude, I love me some Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I gotta go Double Impact. Right? It's gotta be Double Impact. You get two times the Van Damage. That's right. I quoted the trailer. 2 times the Van Damage. And it's fun to watch him play both those roles. I dig that. I mean, there's other great movies too, Bloodsport's cool, Time Cop, but I don't know. There's something about Double Impact that's super cool. And Chuck Norris, he's got a bigger filmography, but I will say one that really tickles my fancy that I picked up recently from Kino is the Octagon. See the Octagon, Brent? I love the Octagon, man. It's got that ninja. This was back in the 80s when ninjas were all the craze. I mean, I'm not gonna lie if I told you I didn't have uh, uh, throwing stars in my house. Of course, every kid had throwing stars. My brother even had like the size. Those are the pointed spears with the hooks on the side. He had some of those things. We were all ninja nerds back then. So hell yeah, Octagon, let's go. Says, hey, Tony, I just ordered NECA's Bride of Frankenstein. Creature from Black Lagoon, Phantom of the Opera. My two addictions, NECA's and movies, kill my bank account. Eternal Melancholy. I feel you. Oh, Lord, should I even show you this? Okay, look, let me just move these movies here. You've seen those. So you have a problem with NECA, and I have a problem with Migo. So yeah, that thing just came in yesterday. That is a huge sale that they had. Everything was 50% off or something. Like, or all these were like $10 each for like 1 hour. I'm like, oh my God, $10 each. So I may or may not have 10 figures in there. Yeah. So I feel you, man. So yeah, that's I'll have to unbox that at some point. I could do that, but it's gonna get all messy around here. But yeah, so that just came in. I kind of forgot all the ones I got too. I know there's Treks in there, Star Trek figures in there, and there's DC superheroes in there. So, although I heard that Migo just got the license back to do Marvel figures, and all the Migo nerds were going crazy because back in our day when we were growing up, they had the license to both Marvel and DC. That was back when like no one was really producing stuff for comic book, toys and all that. So they, for like a song, I'm sure one said, oh, well, we've got the rights to DC. So, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. They're like, oh, no, do ours too. And so growing up, you could play with Marvel and DC, figures. And yeah, so those are coming back. Super excited. There you go. And it's killing my account too. Good morning, Huck, and the morning chat. Hello, Mr. Oates. Welcome. Hey, Adrian. Let's see. How's it going, by the way, Harold? Good morning. Let's see. Caveman says Adrian Huck is going to be there too. Huck is going to be. Where am I going to be there? I know you said something I missed, but yeah, I'm gonna be there. Wherever it is, I'm gonna be there. I recognize you from Chatster. Oh, nice. I'm new here. Well, welcome, Harold. That's why I went back up to you because I realized when I was just popping down, you were right under Holland, so it went Holland, Harold, and I thought it was just Holland again. But I was like, wait, that did not say Holland, it said Harold. So yeah, man, welcome. Glad you are here. Welcome to the community, sir. Welcome to the morning mug. We appreciate you being here. Everybody say hello, Harold. Boom, and then there it is. Adrian, how's it going? Tiana, hey there. How are you? I'm all right. Thanks, Tony. Hey there. Hey, we're just getting some haze out of the way. Hey, Harold. Look at that. See people welcoming you, Harold. Look at that. Do you know if Cape Fear, the remake that anyway is on 4K? Well, I can look right now, just because I don't want to give you false info. Cape Fear is Blu-ray. No 4K. So good thing I had that up right there. So yeah, right now the Robert De Niro one, Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange. Yeah, currently it's still just on Blu-ray. And it's about a $12, $13 title. Yeah. It's interesting because I wonder if that's one of those titles. Sometimes if you wait, when they're doing the buy two, get one free. I try to I have so many wish lists. I've told you this before. I got a whole Blu-ray wish list and a 4K wish list and then a box set wish list. And I just sort of keep them all loaded up. And there's in case you're new to using wish lists on Amazon, there's a comment. You can leave yourself comments about that item. Like, I need to get this for so-and-so as a present or whatever. Well, my comments are always type in the price that it is when I added it to the wish list. So this is $12.82. So if I want Cape Fear, I'll add it to my Blu-ray and write $12.82. dollars. And then that way you can keep an eye on it, right? So you can just kind of check your wish list once in a while, and then you'll see if it starts going up or down in price, you'll know that it's changed since when you put it in there. And if you see it dropping a little bit, you might wait a little bit more and then go, ooh, that's a good drop from when I added it to the cart. And then if it starts going up, then you have to decide, what's going on with this title? Is it about to go out of print or something? So I did that, I got burned on that because I really enjoyed last Halloween. I watched Underwater with Kristen Stewart. And this is sort of a hidden gem that I recommend. If you like stuff like Leviathan and Deep Star 6 and things like that, and underwater creatures, it was a really good movie of that kind. And it starts out with a bang, like Kristen Stewart's in the bathroom brushing teeth and the whole place shakes. I'm like, wow. And it gets going. Like it does not wait to get going. And I was just like, oh, wow. So and Kristen's fantastic. I do not like Twilight. I am bored to death. Won't own Twilight in my collection, that kind of thing. But she was fantastic in that film. So that started out at like $13, $14, $15. And then it dropped to $8. I'm like, ooh, cool. And I indicated that on my comments. I have no idea why I didn't go ahead and buy it because it's literally half price. It's now back up to 13. I'm like, son of a gun. So that just means if it went down there once, it'll do it again. I hope. Maybe it won't. So I will keep my eye open I do want to get Underwater for the collection. Hey, Guy, what's up, Guy? Guy's got some hilarious jokes of the day, man. If you guys are not subscribed to Caveman, go to Caveman Movies and More. He's got some on Instagram, and he's got some jokes of the day. They're hilarious. Crack me up, son. Thanks for the tip about the mug. Sue will be okay. She doesn't drink any hot stuff. That's good. That's good. It's good. I don't want my girl getting a tainted mug and it falling apart on her. Great info. I didn't know we shouldn't drink hot liquids from those mugs. Yeah, the ones that are clear and you can see through, don't drink hot liquids out of that. That is straight out of my girl's mouth at Spirit Halloween. She goes, if you do, after a while, it's just gonna it'll probably just end up being a solid clear mug because all that paint will just fall right off. So they should probably have a sticker on those mugs, cold liquid only, right? Like hopefully all the employees know that. So when you plop a mug like that up at the counter, and I guess maybe not, because I don't know if anybody told Sue that, they should tell you that. So thank God I've got that intel, because if I get that Mars tax, I'd be safe anyway, just like Sue, because I don't drink hot liquids. So, but man, if you love hot coffee, that mug is toast. Bonnie. Hey, what's Sue gonna get? We don't know. We don't know. Love it, Huck. Nice. Love it. You guys got any questions? Got a lot of love and hellos going on here. I may just have to jet over to some stuff. Let's see. Look and sound fine. Thank you so much. Tiger Blue, lots of claps. Appreciate that. Good morning, Caveman. Is Ms. Caveman there? Hello to her. She's in earshot. Sue's going to get a smaller bank account after buying the new releases. Just kidding. Nothing but love. Did I read that well for you? Sarah is here. Everyone in the chat. Hey, in the chat, everyone. Yeah, everyone's in the chat. Saying hey to Sarah. Hey there. Let's see. Okay, we're just going to skip some hays now. The Exorcist 4K artwork is kind of I know, totally. I am not even going to slightly disagree with that. I mean, it's a scary looking shot of Megan, but I would not have made that the cover. Yeah, would not have done that. Let's see. Here's the thing. Well, let me go back to it. I will say this. Of the two, can you see my cursor there? I think this one is scarier. That looks pretty cool. Like, that's nice. And of course, that's probably, is that the Steelbook one? Let's see. Oops. Go back one, Huck. Yeah, that's the Steelbook. The one I prefer is the Steelbook, which means it's going to cost more. This one, yeah, it's a weird framing, and I don't know, really. Like, I'm telling you, the people at Warner Brothers, whoever put that together, has never seen The Exorcist, ever. They just were given a bucket of photos, and they said, ooh, look at those creepy white eyes. People gonna love that. And let's put her head at the bottom. No, that poster where Max von Sydow's standing in that moonlight / lamplight, giving him some silhouette in the house. Perfect. Can one of these be that, please? Besides this head? No. And of course, that's the cheaper one. That's the $23.79 one, and that's the one I don't like. That look, I had the same problem with Poltergeist. What was that ridiculous photo of Craig T. Nelson, which I still say looks like Biff Tannen from Back to the Future 2, from the backside? I'm like, is that shot in the movie? It actually is in the movie, but it was so bad. Like, there isn't a part of me that says when I think of Poltergeist, I think of the dad standing outside the house posing like this with light coming out of the top of the house. Never has that image been something I conjure up when thinking of Poltergeist. I think of the creature coming out of the closet. Think of Joe Beth Williams rolling on the roof. Of course, Carol Ann at the TV, the clown doll, and 1,000 things I can think of that say Poltergeist, and it would never be the house. An exterior of the house. Boo! Marketing people. See, that's when you just got to make your own slipcover. Side Hustle Cinema. Where you at, son? Everybody go to Side Hustle and get yourself a customized slipcover for that, because it is janky. Yeah. Anyway, see the great tangents we get off on. Tiger Blue says definitely going to pick up The Exorcist. Time for Halloween here. In the UK, it looks like a bargain, as I think we get 2 4Ks. Oh, nice. And the Blu-rays for extras. I love it, man, Tiger Blue. Sometimes in the UK, you guys get sweeter boxes than we get. Yeah, we're always saying it too. It's like I don't know what like agreements we have around the world, but it's like, well, I mean, we made the movie here, right? Can we also get cool stuff in our stuff? And it's like, no, you give to UK. You know what else? Germany. That way, if you want that one, you can get that one, and you won't be able to read nothing. Right? It's like, great. I love that cover for the, I think there's one, what is it? Invaders from Mars Steelbook, which is just gorgeous, full color and all the creatures. I mean, that thing way better than this Exorcist. But I think it's a German release. So yeah, what you gonna do? Huck, Susan, Dave, and others are gonna be live on Bob's channel. That's right. We're all gonna be there. Come see us tonight on Bob's Blu-rays channel. And cheer me on, y'all, because I'm gonna need it. I'm against some heavy hitters. Sue, 4K Lowdown, Tim, Derek. Forget it, y'all. I should be drinking out of my R2 mug. I'll even keep it here all day. So when you see it tonight, you'll know. Only the morning mug mites. KB, where you at? I need some help. I need a name for my followers here. Let's see. Yo. All right. The Last Dragon. Haven't seen that since I was a kid. Who's the master? That's right. Me neither. I just remember digging it, man. I was seeing that American Ninja, like American Ninja with Michael Dudikoff, 1, 2, and 3. Wait, is he in 3? I know he's in 1 and 2. I'm trying to remember if he's in 3 or if that's the one that was the girl star, and not Cynthia Rothrock, somebody else. So, but yeah, I want to pick those up on the next Kino sale. Faux show. Go with my Octagon. Caveman, Mama Blue, Cocaine Bear is on Prime. See, it's on Prime as well. So if I need to just check it out, that's what we were watching then, because I remember it had popped up, and I was like, Cocaine Bear, yeah. So maybe I'll put it on the TV behind me during work. No, but I want to watch it. I don't want to be like working and looking over my shoulder, going, that movie's kind of funny. R&D Studios, yeah, it looks like it's from the 2000s. Yeah, it looks like it's lazy Photoshop. I mean, like The Exorcist doesn't even look like Photoshop. It just looks like a crappy 1-image still, and then that's it. If that's what you guys are talking about, the Exorcist. Yeah, it's just like somebody. Oh yeah, Lord. But yeah, lazy Photoshop is awful too. I feel you. Everybody's hating on some bad artwork. What is this? What's Sue gonna get song? Oh, Harold. So. So one day, I don't know. I just, this is how I roll here. So Sue and Mama Blu-ray, who we here, and they pop on a lot. Mama Blu-ray certainly comes on a lot. And when Sue's heading out, one day I just said, "Hey man, what's Sue gonna get? What's Sue gonna get? Hey!" And then that was it. And I just did a little thing, a little riff right on camera. And then Bonnie, Mama Blu-ray, saw that, thought it was funny, and then I did a video of it, like just a down and dirty one, where it was just images of stuff of Sue. And then I'm like, well, let's just do it upright. Let's really make it something. And then when Sue finally saw it and thought it was cute, and she sang it on her own nightly stream on a Wednesday, I was like when I heard her sing it, I'm like, I gotta use that. I gotta incorporate Sue into her own song. And so I put the three of us there, and now I've just made it a thing. So every morning mug, you're going to get a little, what's Sue going to get? Because we all want to know what Sue going to get. She's got a great channel. If you don't know Movies and Sue, head over there, like and subscribe to her. She's fantastic. And then later on today, literally, we'll find out what she got. And then we try to predict what she's going to get. And then the Steelbook crew, they're going out. So you got Tony and Laren and Commander Nerd, of course, Dave Durant Cinema, and then sometimes some others drop in there. And they go out. And so they've been, to me, they're kind of like the go-to Tuesday people that routinely go out almost all the time, unless it's just a total dead week. And everybody needs a break, right? Sometimes you don't go. But that's where that comes from. So we always wish, what's Sue going to get? And the Steelbook crew. And we just want to know what they're going to get. So there you go. I heard the new Shia LaBeouf is supposed to be good. Going to wait until Black Friday. Cool, man. Good morning. Hey, Fish. How are you, my friend? Everybody's lighting up with Fish. Here we go. Let's see. Speaking about The Nun, the first one was boring and so many jokes, but not funny. But the second one was, wow, really? Well, Hisham, you done it again. You gave me my second segue. So here we go. Let's go see what Hisham is talking about, y'all. And that is the box office, because number one at the box office for this week here is The Nun 2. Look at that. And I mean, it was a narrow margin of victory. Now let's do that. Nun 2 got 14.5 in its second week. So it dropped only about 55.4%. That's a pretty decent drop. I am shocked, though. The Haunting of Venice, which is the third Pierrot movie. If you guys know Pierrot with Kenneth Branagh, it was Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile were the first two. And now we've got The Haunting in Venice, or A Haunting in Venice. And it only lost by like a couple of $100,000. I thought maybe when the and these are still estimated numbers, so they're still really close. I remember that happened with Top Gun and Elvis. The Top Gun had been out a while, and when Elvis came out, they were almost tied. Elvis had just nudged it up, and then when the actuals came in, it actually was Elvis. Because then there was thought that Top Gun was going to come back on top of it. So this is the kind of thing with only a couple of 100,000 difference. The actuals tend to come in tomorrow on Wednesday when they really get the box office. So, I mean, there's a slim chance that maybe A Haunting in Venice goes above that, but probably not. It's in less theaters than The Nun. The Nun's in 3,700. Venice is in 3,300. So, I don't know. What it tells me is a lot of young people who like horror movies are the ones going to the theater, and a bunch of old people who like crime dramas like me are not going to the movies. I want to see that, though. Actually, we've watched the other two together with the family here. I got those on physical media, so we want to go see that this weekend if we have time. So we'll add to its take on the second week, but it didn't do it much good this week. Anybody else fans of those Pierrot movies? The Agatha Christie things. We also got Equalizer 3 coming in third. My Big Fat Greek Wedding, not doing nearly as well as the first two. And then Barbie still in top 5. That I am sure is why we are not getting physical media on that yet. It is definitely for streaming. You can buy or rent digitally right now. But in spite of that, it's still number 5. Like, even though you can get it in your house right now. It's still number 5 at the box office. So I think they are who's that? Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is just going to wait, I feel like, until that hits 10, like number 10. Even Oppenheimer is still in the top 10. Let's go to the bottom. Blue Beetle at 6, Jaiwan 7, Gran Turismo, Oppenheimer, and Ninja Turtles. Oppenheimer has now, if I heard correctly, let's see the yeah, look at that. It is almost at $1 billion. It is the highest grossing biopic of all time, which I believe jumps past Bohemian Rhapsody. So yeah, if I got my intel right on that, that is pretty phenomenal. And who's to say that the Barbenheimer did not help with this success? Like if this came out now, would it still do this? I bet you no. I bet no. But it did come out then, so it's a big fat yes. So it's doing very well. Yeah, let's see where Barb is at right now. 1.4 billion worldwide. You get it, Barbie girl. I mean, that thing's juggernaut, y'all. So yeah, can't wait to pick that up when it comes out. I'm sure it'll have some cute pink steelbook. I know Sue's not going to get it though. Oh yeah, she wasn't a fan of that. But there you go. So that's the box office, y'all. Anybody else go out and partake? It sounds like Hisham loved The Nun too, because I mean you got a big wow on there. So cool, man. I'm glad to hear it's good. Fish. I'm currently playing Shenmue on PS4. Really? Is that good? Is that a good game? I haven't played games in a while. Hey, Mom Blu-ray. We got some haze. Hello. KB is here. Okay, what do we get? Mugalitos. I like that. Hello, fellow Mugalitos. All right, today you're all my Mugalitos. Greetings and cheers to the Mugalitos, everyone. Thanks, KB. I knew you'd come in and bail me out. I was getting stuck on some new mug term. And there it is, Mugalitos. I love it. I bet they just rolled off your tongue too. I bet your fingers started moving and Mugalitos came right out. Hey, KB, how you doing? Everybody getting some haze out? Sup, Huckster? Let's see. If Mark Wahlberg joined the Marvel movies in DC, what role suits him best? Well, he's older now, you know? So I feel like if he was in the younger Mark, yeah, y'all. Wow, that was totally Owen Wilson. Gosh, y'all, this is my Mark Wahlberg. No, not at all. What would he do best? Man, that's a good question. I feel like he'd have to be somebody like more physical. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe like almost like a villain, I think. Personally, I think Walberg to like turn the corner a little bit and catch people off guard as sort of a, tough villain would be super fun. That's what I'd like to see him as. Because like I said, I feel like villains can be not as young as heroes. I think the superheroes, because they got to be fit and jacked, which of course he is already, but I mean, isn't he in his 50s? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Mark Wahlberg. He is born in 1971. So yeah, that puts him in the 50s right there. So yeah, so he can't really do a super young superhero. So yeah, some bad guy. I have to think of that. What about Mr. Sinister? That'd be kind of dope, right? Mr. Sinister. Put some makeup on him. Give him the Boston accent at the same time. Throw people off. Let's see. Hey, spicy. Scaps, what's going on? I'm just buying the special edition and steelbooks from movies I really like. Exactly. Buy what you like, man. The companies are starting to put everything out in steelbooks and collector's editions just to get people to spend. I feel you, man. I'm with you. Yeah, man. I just... And look, I'm also like not much of a day one guy either. So I kind of like to wait a little bit. I know there's sort of that FOMO that'll kick in on steelbooks, but I mean, if it's also on just a 4K with a slipcover, that's really the thing I'm waiting for to drop, unless that steelbook is just like, oh my God, I got to have that. See, the problem is when you don't give us the option. So, for example, I got all the Indiana Jones behind me, right, on those 4Ks because I love the Steelbooks because it's the original posters, and I love original art. I don't like the Photoshop messes, that we just mentioned. I like the posters. Original posters are so good. Drew Struzan does great work for a reason. That's why we want those posters. And then that's where I did get burned. Like I didn't get Cocaine Bear and Violent Night, and now they're coming out on 4K, so I'll be able to get those. And again, just wait for the price drop a little bit on those. But the Indiana Jones didn't. I thought that was a special thing. There was at the time, no announcement that the slip cover versions were coming. And now the slip covers are out and they look exactly the same, nice and pretty. The posters, all black wrap, kind of looks like my, right there, my Star Trek ones. I wanted to get each one of those individual because they're so slick looking. I would have waited. I really would have. Like, I think those are just as nice, but I picked up the steals. I got a good deal on each one of them, though. They were on sale. And like the third one, The Last Crusade, and Tony knows this. Tony knows when they went out shopping, it was $14.99. Tony picked it up. Dave passed on it. And then Dave got, oh, no, he got FOMO and he missed it. And me and Tony kind of, made fun of him for not picking that up. Right, Tony? He knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'm with you, man. All these greedy cats and their marketing. Best Mark Walberg line. What is a good Walker? Let's see. What is a good Walberg line? I don't know if I know a quote of Walberg off the top of my head. I'm trying to think of one from one movie. I'm just going to end up making it up. Gosh, man, it's a planet full of apes. Totally not his line, but there you go. And I like Planet of the Apes, by the way. Everybody likes the crap on that Tim Burton movie. Not this guy. I like that Planet of the Apes. I still don't think it has nearly as good of an ending as the original. Hands down, will always have the best ending. You can't top that. I mean, maybe you should have just copied it because I don't know. But then there'd be no surprise to everyone that knows it. But the rest of the film, I loved. I love practical effects. I love makeup, prosthetics, and performances under makeup. I'm a huge fan of that stuff. And there's tons of it. Tim Roth is great. He looks fantastic as Thade, and Michael Clark Duncan is the soldier gorilla. I mean, hell yeah. Helena Bonham Carter is the chimpanzee. All in, man. Watch Cyborg with JCVD this weekend, and it wasn't horrible, but dated effects. Yeah. The Cyborg I always felt had like a pace. That was Albert Puyen that directed that one, who also did Sword the Sorcerer and the old Captain America from 1991 with Matt Salinger and Ned Beatty, if you guys have seen that. Not a total train wreck, that movie. It's for its time, it was decent, So, and I feel like Cyborg is also decent. Saying, hey, Ken, what up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Hello. Oh, everybody's getting excited. Ken's here now. Tiger Blue says, did you ever see Revenge of the Ninja? Oh, yeah. With Shogashuki. Look at you. Heck yeah. The best ninja movie, in my opinion. I loved it back in the 80s on VHS. Now have it on Blu-ray as part of the Ninja Quadrilogy. There's a Ninja Quadrilogy set. See, that's what I love about doing stuff like this. I didn't even know about that. I got to look for that, Tiger Blue. Yeah, man. I love Revenge of the Ninja. Totes. Stop it, Huck. You're not your kid. Even Brooke doesn't. My kid's 16. She's like, what are you using toads for? That was like 8 years ago, Dad. I'm going to go in and start dabbing in a minute, and, because that's how hip and jive I am. Hey, Kenny Levels in the house. Eternal Melancholy. Wow. I hope you'll do an unboxing soon of those figures. Yeah, you want me to? Yeah. I have every NECA Universal Monster fig except a color version of the Bride of Frankenstein. Each fig costs $35. So I'm a huge fan of collecting those as well. I don't have the NECA ones, and the reason I don't is because Universal put the super nice ones out. And I mean, like, not just some janky little figure that does that, These were the ones that are about maybe 6 inches tall. They're about the same size as I would say the NECAs are. And they look super good, and they come with the bases, and the bases look great, and it's got the plaque of the monster on it. I have all of those. So since those look so great, I don't get the NECAs for those. But I did pick up some NECAs because I got that sweet ass Terminator. I think they also did, was it Snake Plissken? Or that could have been McFarlane toys. Yeah, McFarlane did some great stuff too. So whenever Halloween rolls around, I just pull out this huge book, guys. Like when I'm gone and my kids, wife, whoever sells off my stuff, somebody's going to get a box of sweet McFarlane figures because I got like the Fly and the, not Pumpkinhead, but the Thing. It's got like the head with the tentacles coming out and the big gnarly head. I got so many of those cool looking things. And it's a mix of all those. So hopefully they'll rack up a couple of grand on those things. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, Eternal Melancholy. Where are we at, y'all? What's my like count? 21. Not too shabby. Now you got to get me to 25. When you go over that 5 mark, I got to round it off, y'all. I love Durant. If he didn't, hope he's okay. Oh, you mean pick that up? He's okay. I want to say, Tony, if you're still here, did he eventually pick up that Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Yeah, because I know he missed the window on that. And he's what was I thinking? He's probably wearing his Michael Jackson jacket at the time. Just curious if Cape Fear was on 4K. Yeah, we just said it was not. Yeah, it's on Blu-ray. Yeah, so it is on Blu-ray. So it could, and it is a Martin Scorsese film, and we just got Hugo. So who knows if Cape Fear is coming soon. But yes, I always have to see if that's work. Let me put it on silent just in case I can still feel it vibrate. But nope, no work yet. Ooh, it's getting close though, y'all. All right, let's hustle through these because I do have to wrap this up. Ms. Caveman's at work. We'll tell her hey from the morning Mugalitos. There we go. Almost forgot. Favorite movie you saw in theaters, like ever or this year? Because this year, I'd say so far, it'd have to be Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That really satisfied me to that trilogy. Super loved that. And in the theaters, look, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, but it's also coming from someone of my age. And it was, well, it's actually 2. It literally is a tie between Star Wars, because I saw that in the theater, and it literally takes your breath away. Like, there's been nothing like that up until then. Like, 2001 is kind of it's a great effects movie, a little bit of a snooze fest, maybe a lot. And, but Star Wars, I mean, it changed cinema. Like, and we all know that. It's like the editing, the rapid editing is not something that's typical from the 70s. The effects, and just the fun, like that first ship coming overhead. And I was like 10-year-old Huck looking up going, oh my God. Like I was in love with that. It was crazy. And then Superman, the movie, because I was a big Superman fan, and Christopher Reeve, when he popped on screen in that suit, literally I thought, the tagline is, you will believe a man can fly. And 1 year later, that came out in December of 78, I believed he could fly. And my imagination between that and Star Wars, it was unhinged. Like you could do anything in cinema. That's why I came out here. I'm like, I gotta be around this Hollywood thing a little bit. So that's why I'm an editor in the biz, if you will. I'd like to be doing other things. Hopefully, maybe I can change that coming soon. But I mean, yeah, those 2 movies, hands down, are the best movies I saw in the theater. Now, since then, there have been great cinematic experiences, but those are the first ones that had an impact. So I have to just naturally go with those. A trailer from Nicolas Cage, A24, looks incredible. A movie called Dream Scenario. Haven't seen that yet. UK got the classic Georgetown steps as their regular cover, and the blue filter Reagan as the Steelbook. See, they got the Georgetown steps. Yeah. I'm telling you, we just got to customize our own. KB. I agree 100% about the 4K covers in The Exorcist and Poltergeist. The UK Exorcist cover is closer to the original. That's funny. KB just said that. Favorite cartoon shows as a child? Well, Brent Mania, go check out my duos of cartoons. I did my top 5 favorite duos of cartoons, and you will hear the glow that I have towards cartoons. But I will say, as a kid, the ones that stood out most is Johnny Quest, Super Friends, because I mean it's got all Super Friends in it. Why wouldn't you love it? And Scooby Doo. So go see if any of those appear on my duo list. Snicker. Harold says, anyone here know David Durant personally? I tried messaging him a few times and no response. Dave, it's funny, Harold. Like don't know, can we say personally? I haven't met him in person. I know Tony, they're good friends, and KB's met him. And he's been on my show before doing trivia, and I've been with him on other things. So I do know him, just not physically met him in person. And Dave is just, I think he's just always got a lot going on, because even I'll say hey to Dave or something, or leave him a message. And then maybe like a month later, he's like, Huck! And it's like, you can tell it's like he's just getting to it. But when he does, it's like he's there. So yeah, he's okay. Like, yeah, I would say that there's nothing wrong with Dave, but like as someone who's literally knows Dave and has interacted with Dave, I think he just takes a little while to get back to you. If he even sees it. Like, I'd be interested to know, like, KB, I wonder, you've had a conversation with him, right? I don't know if it's part of the conversation, but I wonder how much time he dedicates, because I feel like he just loves making his videos, and then maybe I don't know how much like time he commits to commenting and responding and things like that, because he's got so many fans. He got what, 20,000 followers now, and with that kind of influx of texts and hellos and I love yous and all that stuff, I mean, there's just only so much he can get to. So yeah, so just keep sending him stuff. I'm sure he'll see it, but don't take it personal if he hasn't said something back. Is Drew Barrymore retired from the film industry? That's so funny. I had that up. All right, well, you know what? I won't bring the thing up because I have it over here to talk about, but we'll talk about Drew. So what Drew did was, obviously she wanted to get her show going back on, and because she had writers that wrote for her show that are part of the strike, but she has other writers that aren't WGA that are still on the show. And look, here's the thing, none of us know fully what goes on behind the scenes, but let's, as just someone out here, let me dive sort of into their heads a little bit and say, well, look, yes, there's some strikes going on, but part of you wants to say, well, how can we still do our show, guys? Because look, we have all of these workers. We have cameramen, grips, gaffers, craft service, wardrobe, all these people that don't have a job right now. They're all out of work. And while we can't probably have big actors on here promoting their stuff because they're in the strike, so you can't even have those kind of actors on your show. That means you've got to find people, maybe comedians, maybe there's comedians that aren't SAG or something like that, so they can maybe bring them on or something like that. So you do what you can to maybe get the thing going. And I honestly believe Drew is not a malicious person. I feel like she's one of these industry people, from all the things I've read, and people who like Drew say she's like a genuine like sweetheart and likes to bring joy. It's everything that you're getting from her. That's just how she is. And look, I'm sure this isn't just Drew's choice. There's producers on the show. There's like money people who work on that show, and they all try to say, well, let's see if we can get the show going. And look, it had backlash. It just did. So it looks like when she did it, and then Sherry Shepherd, she's got her show. Actually was an acting class with Sherry Shepherd, did stand-up and stuff. So yay, congrats Sherry on your success. But she's doing her show. Jennifer Hudson, she's got her show, and they're all trying to use the shows. And Sherry I was reading the article that said, well, she doesn't use WGA writers because since she's a comedian, she can write her own stuff. So therefore, I assume she's not WGA. And then talk shows and game shows fall under different criteria under those situations. So even though Sherry is a SAG actor because she's been on TV and film, when you host something, that's a different contract. So that's why you still see game shows on and things like that. So the backlash is, well, hey, you're kind of crapping on your fellow man and fellow female and friends who are in the strike. So boo. So suddenly they get this backlash. So look, Drew did a good thing. And like, the thing is, if you do something that you try to do well intending, well intentions, good intentions, and then of course social media, social media is never created to love you, which sucks. So they all crap on her, and the fans are like, boo. So they all listened, and they said, okay, well, we're going to stop then. We're going to stop production, and we won't do the show until the strike is over. All right. So they owned up to it and said, okay, we hear you. And no one gives them credit for that now. It's like they crap on her for trying to keep the show going and keeping all these people employed. And then she says, okay, well, we're done. And then, but no, you did it anyway. So no, she's not done at all. There's no way. I don't think she's done. So, but we'll see. And that's just the investigation I've done. If you guys have done more on it, but what you going to do? You're just, they're all, and I have a lot of friends that are actors. None of them's working. I got a friend that's a DP. He's not working. Nobody's working, unless you get on a non-union production. So you got to, and if you get on a non-union production, you can still have SAG actors, but they have to file for what's called financial core. Then they can do non-union stuff. But then, are those actors going to get wagged at because like, oh, we know what you're doing. You want to work, so you're on FICOR. So anyway, it goes deep, y'all. I've joined it. I haven't been on the picket line yet because I'm working, but as soon as if work ends and I have a gap between work, I'm going to head over to there and walk the line, y'all. Heck yeah. But I'm working, so I'm not, as an editor, I don't fall under any of those strikes. Joe's talk show I watch. All right. So there you go. Are you and your family love anime? I would say Brooke, my daughter, she's way more into the anime. So I took her out driving. She's learning to drive, and I'm her like coach when it's in between all the driver's ed sessions. And she's doing great. We got in the car yesterday. Like I missed all the streams last night because I had to drive with her. And I said, okay, today's the neighborhood. We're going to drive through the neighborhood, which we've done before. But then I just kind of kept going. I said, hey, if you feel comfortable, let's go out on the main street with all the traffic. And we drove all the way to her school on main streets with traffic lights and traffic and all that jazz. Got all the way there, took a picture, so proud of her. And she drove us all the way back. There was one thing we had to detour and get on the freeway. And then she's a little jerky on the wheel, though. When she's changing lanes, she's like, okay. I'm like, whoa. You got to slow into the next lane. That's the one thing I had to get. So she almost lost control of the car. Because when you're getting on the freeway, you're accelerating at like 60-something miles an hour. And when you do that, like the car almost lost control. So I was like, that's the only time. And this is like our 6th, 7th session together. I was like, let's work on that. Anyway, she loves anime. See how I get off on stuff, y'all? Favorite sci-fi robots in movies. Of course, you got Robbie the robot. He's a champ. What's a robot? It's Data. He's kind of a little cyborg kind of thing. Data's a cool robot. What else? R2-D2, 3PO, Cylons. If you count the Battlestar Galactica movie that was released, you got robots in that. Those are all good robots. And you've got Huey, Dewey, and Louie, the cute robots from Silent Running. iRobot is a good one. Wrap it up, y'all. It's 10 after. All right, let's see if we can plow through this. I'm just going to punch it up. Watch Last Dragon. Wasn't blown away. Oh, by the 4K transfer. Oh, man, really? How was the movie, though? Did it hold up? I literally haven't seen that since probably the decade it came out in. So even if the transfer is meh, if it's meh, then I will definitely wait on a sale for that then. Because does it also come with the Blu-ray? Let's take a sneak peek back here. Yes, it does. So it's got the 4K Blu-ray and digital. So, all right. So at the very least, you're getting the 4K and Blu-ray. Do you have a comic book name or something? I used to have some Submariner comic books. Thanks, Hisham. You're dropping all the questions here. Appreciate that. I love Sue and Steelbook crew. Yeah, they're great, man. Do you mind if MCU would do a soft reboot? Nah, I don't mind. I mean, at this point, both Marvel and DC are sort of waning. DC's just, I don't know, y'all, but I saw that new Aquaman trailer. It looks phenomenal. It looks great. And even if it doesn't mean it's connected to the new James Gunn universe, it can still be a fantastic movie that you go and love and add to. Like, does that mean everything that was in the Snyderverse is irrelevant and you can't own and enjoy? No, it doesn't. It means if you love, Man of Steel or any of these movies that, lead up and are contained in his universe, you can like those movies. It just means those are now done, but you've got them in your collection. And I feel like that Aquaman 2 looks fantastic. Can't wait to see it. Drew Barrymore is not retired. That's right. See, that's what I said, y'all. But her talk show does not fall under the SAG-AFTRA. Oh, look at that. Caveman, it's like you heard what it said and typed it down. Yep, wouldn't violate anything by returning, but she pulled the launch on strike. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. She tried because, they want to work. Everyone wants to work, and they're trying to find ways to do it and be nice. But you try to be nice, and people still a-holes at you and think that you're being dishonest and turning your back on your fellow actor friends. But you're not. It just means that the show could be up and running and ready to go. And suddenly when the actors are done, Drew's show is like fired up and going. And anyway, Stryker's supposedly meeting this weekend for meetings. I know, yep, supposed to be something this week. Can't wait to hear what happens. I don't understand where Drew Barrymore got such backlash for wanting to get her crew. Dude, it's like, were you typing this when I was talking? That's so funny, Caveman. I'm sure this came in like before I said all my stuff, but nice. I know, I get you. Yes, Agatha Christie. Heck yeah. See, like that's the one I want to go see at the theater. I want to go see A Haunting in Venice. Hey, Sean, what's going on, man? Caveman, Barbie's digitals are $22 to rent. That's because it's still in that rental mode, huh? See, and that's the price it's going to be when it comes out to buy, man. Save that rental. Save it, man. Just own it. And maybe that'll help. Maybe people will be like, that's a little high. Like, especially if they want to rent, eventually rentals can go down to like $5 or something like that. So the renters may want that to drop. But maybe if they didn't see it, they got a whole family, $22 is, $2 a head or something. Mug birds, like the early birds. Good morning, mug birds. That's kind of cute. I like that, James. All right. Okay. I may have to wrap this up, y'all. Get to work. On the topic of robots and movies, the most recent one I saw I liked was Archive from 2020. Worth checking out. Archive, y'all. All right. Put it on your list. Archive. I got no pen near me, so I'll have to try to remember. Hey, Caveman. Goodness, you guys are great. Just wait, what does that say? Let's say instead of huckleberries, hucklemuggers. What it's muggleberries. Huckle muggles. Yeah, there's something in there. There's all kinds of wordplay. Sam Jackson doesn't want to play Fury anymore, and if Marvel wanted to reboot the character, I can see Walberg. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's good. Walberg is Fury. Although then people get all pissed off that you don't have an African American playing Fury. Which is, I mean, look, not to be all weird, but in the comics originally, as we all know, Nick Fury was a white guy who looks much like, Knight Rider, because he played, the character Nick Fury back in the 80s in a movie. Hasselhoff, y'all. And he looked a lot like Nick Fury, which is very funny. But yeah, I can see Walberg being a good Fury if people wouldn't lose their stuff that you're switching it from a black actor to a white actor, but I think people would. I feel like, Fury, like Sam Jackson's getting up there. It's not like he's a very mobile, active actor. He's never been an action actor ever. He even kind of moves like, even when he's holding the lightsaber, he moves like he hasn't done any training and refuses to, right? He doesn't really fight with the style and skill that say, Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson do. He just looks like he said, look, I'll just wield this the way I wield it, mother effer. And people are like, all right, Sam, you just swing that thing the way you want. And no one told him different. Anyway, getting off on it again. Huck, what's your favorite horror movie? American Werewolf in London is my favorite. I loved Wahlberg's Planet of the Apes 2. Look at that. 2 fans out here. I was hoping for part 2, but nothing. I don't get it. Because people love Planet of the Apes, and it did well. That's the thing, is that it wasn't a bomb. It just didn't do, I think they were hoping for like super mega blockbuster. And I really think it's just because the ending was weird. Like the ending left, when you leave a movie like that, you want to be talking good about it. And when it leaves with that ending and you're walking out and you're talking about, what was that ending? It's kind of confusing. What? I don't get it. And when you leave with that mentality, it doesn't make you want to go back into the theater. But for me, everything up to that point, and I'm even okay with the ending, but up to that point was even better than that ending. So anyway, do you cook your own cornbread? I love cornbread. You know what? My wife cooks the cornbread. It was good. She made some cornbread last week for work, and none of them fools, like idiots, like ate it. Like she also brought hummus and pita chips. Everybody devoured that, and like half the tin of cornbread was eaten because they're stupid. Which was great because then she brought the rest back home. So guess who got to benefit from half-eaten cornbread? These guys. So that night, I think we devoured all the cornbread except for 2 slices, which I ate the next day. Okay, I mean, I gave one to my daughter, but I had the bigger piece. Yeah, like no bacon or sausage in the morning. I mean, when I can on the weekends. Actually, yes. On the weekends, we do bacon. Don't really do sausage because the girls don't do that. But we do bacon. And I make egg sandwiches quite often on the weekend. So we got the cheese in there, a little fold over egg sandwich, put it on there, slap some bacon on it, get some sauce on that. Bam! That's like our favorite weekend breakfast. Star Wars changed the way credits was shown in the beginning because it didn't want to reveal the surprise actors. Yeah, it was also a big deal. Now, well, it also got the movie going like right into it, and there was a big deal. Like you said, it was a big deal at Hollywood time. Not just that, but it's also because like all the credits, like being people being credited, like the director. The director is always supposed to come before the movie starts, and he's like, "Well, I'm not doing that. I'll put myself at the end." Like, I mean, he's the director. He was humble enough to say, "No, I want people just to get into this film." So you got the crawl. It starts. You're in. Boom. Done. All right. Morning Huck. What's up, 4K Lowdown? All right, like super quick, y'all. Oh, gotta wrap this up. But here you go, 4K. Me and the 4K. We're gonna be here, y'all, tonight on Bob's Blu-ray. So one more channel or one more plug here. There you go. All these fine ladies and gentlemen are going to be on the show tonight. So please come on by. Bob's Blu-rays for all the fun. Okay. I'm just going to have to real quick. Mark vibration. That song. Good vibrations. All right. David, best of luck tonight. Well, I'm there too, caveman. So you got to wish me best of luck. Because look, if anyone's not going to need luck, it's David. Dave's just going to sit back, cracking his knuckles, put some shades on. He's got this in the bag. Come on, man. Look, what I'll need, because I'll be sitting pretty at the bottom. Let's face it. I got my R2 mug. Decent stuff at Goodwill. And that's another thing, too. I did find some weird stuff at swap meets and thrift stores. So I'm hoping to pull those out tonight and, just make a mark. I got stuff no one's going to have. I don't know if all of it, but I got a few. Where's the love for Twiggy and Bender? Oh, of course, Bender. Yeah. Twiggy. Bitty. Hey, Buck. How's that, caveman? Ruin the film. Is SJW ruin the film industry? What is SJW? See, I'm not hip. I can't put that together. I'm also rushing, so sorry, bud. I know you're wrapping up, but good morning, Hot Gay Laren. Good morning, man. Have fun when you go out tonight. Laren, Dimension, Caveman. All right, Tiger Blue. Sorry if I'm skipping anything, but I got to go. Great stream. Cheers, Huck and everyone. Anything else I missed today? No, I pretty much covered the stuff. Talked about, Mark Walberg, speaking of, because I had him in the thumbnail. He came up. I won't pull the thing up. I'll just say, yeah, Marky Mark, he's talking about dialing back his acting a little bit. He is still busier than he's ever been, but he's got kids, like 4 kids and all that. And he's not at a loss for projects and all that. And I think he's big into producing. He says sometimes he hates being the guy that waits for Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, and other guys to pass on stuff before he's offered stuff. So I think he is sort of that next in line guy, and they're always at the front. So he's producing a lot, so he can find the stuff that he likes and he wants to do. So, so Mark Wahlberg, he's not going anywhere. He's just dialing it back. I just wanted to bring that up and talk about my man, Mark Wahlberg, who apparently I cannot do a good impression of. All right, Eternal Melancholy, do you have a channel? 4K, nothing like egg sandwich, right, 4K? Come on now. That's delicious, man. I know you're wrapping up. Have a good day. Thanks, James. Good to see you, man. See you tonight. Huck, Laren, indeed. See you there. Running out of breath. Okay, 4K Lowdown. I need luck too. Caveman is a fellow nerf herder, so he's rooting for me. Absolutely. That's right. Nerf herder. I know it. Have a great day, Huck. Done. Whew, guys. Almost 9:20. Thank you so much for being here today. As always, we had tons of conversation plowing through today. It was a good time. As always. So thank you all for being here every single Tuesday morning. Even when I have to push it sometimes because of work or whatever, I try not to fully cancel unless I'm on vacation or something like that. But you guys are the best audience out there in the universe. What's Steelbook crew going to get? What you guys going to get? Let us all know if you're watching this in a replay in the comments below what you're picking up and what looks good to you. But until then, get out there, everybody, and have a great Blues Day Tuesday. for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. We'll see you on the next one.